Agree or disagree, intermittent fasting is the best diet protocol for busy people like yourselves who want to be able to lose body fat. What do you think? I would like to hear what you think in the comments below, and now watch the rest of the video. All right, so when it comes to intermittent fasting, I recommend it for the majority of my clients for a couple of reasons. Number one, it allows them to have larger breaks between meals, allowing them to get bigger chunks of work done and allows them to be more productive. See, I work with a ton of busy professionals who have crazy schedules, and if they're constantly taking time out of the day to eat, they tend to get bogged down, less productive, and then more stressed. In that sense, intermittent fasting can be a little bit less stressful. Number two, when it comes to fat loss, the number one component overall compared to everything else is being able to create a caloric deficit and stay in it consistently. With intermittent fasting, you can stay in a caloric deficit while eating bigger, more satiating meals, which leads to number three. Number three, if you're a busy professional, if you have a lot of meals that are potentially out at restaurants because you're closing deals, meeting with clients, or you have a busy social life, this allows you to eat fewer calories than some of those meals at restaurants without overdoing your calories, right? Number four, when you follow an intermittent fasting protocol, you learn an essential skill that hunger is not an emergency. You see, when you've grown up and you've had multiple meals and small snacks throughout the day, your body gets used to eating at those times. Your body starts to set those variations in your body, and you just naturally start to crave food at a given time because that's what you do. It's part of your routine. But a lot of times these signals that we're getting are mental. They're not physiological per se, where we're actually hungry or starving or need to have food. And when you follow an intermittent fasting protocol by deliberately taking a break from eating during different parts of the day, you learn to gain control over those hunger signals. Now, when it comes to intermittent fasting, you hear all kinds of different things like, oh, it can kill cancer cells, all this other stuff. Hey, you know what? There's a lot of research on both sides of the aisle in that regard. Are there promising areas? Definitely. But primarily, and I work with a ton of busy professionals, executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs, people with multiple kids trying to make everything fit. And the best thing with intermittent fasting is not all these other ancillary benefits that you see all these, dogmatic people who only say you can do intermittent fasting are good for. The real benefit here is it fits into your lifestyle. It allows you to eat that caloric deficit, and it does weave into everything else that you want to be able to do in your life. So if you're somebody who would like to have a practical long-term approach to losing body fat, who would be able to have more control over when they actually eat and don't give in to cravings and overeating that happens mindlessly, then intermittent fasting would be a great approach for you, right? So again, intermittent fasting is not magic, but if you want something that improves your life rather than completely consumes it, give it a shot. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. If you want me to come up with a customized intermittent fasting plan for you, head to bachperformance.com/coaching, fill out this simple little application, and then we'll reach out and get in touch with you and get you started as soon as possible.